What is it, Bailey? What is it? So, meanwhile, down in deepest, darkest southern OC, it's raining. Quite unbelievable. Look, Tiberius slumbers. So he's stripped down from the last time I tinkered with him, which was about 6 weeks ago. Took all the fairings off in preparation for today, where today's task is to take the tank off and fix the fuel filter, because I've got a feeling that the actual hose has deteriorated and come off it, which is why it's not getting any fuel. I'm going to do a fluid change and an oil change. And look, I discovered when he moved here, the mover somehow bent the stand. So when he's on his centre stand, he's not quite centre, he's a bit wonky. Hello, battery. Yes, look at that. And it says it's charging, but it should be ready in a second. It was saying storage a minute ago, so let's do it. Looks really poorly. Look, this is the big scuff that the movers made on it when they relocated the bike out here. I think there's going to be some paint touch up. Assuming he fires up and gets running, let's see. I'm going to start where all good home maintenance guys start, with the Triumph Haynes manual. Oh yes, let's look at some details. Cough is very simple. It's a 12mm. Yes, British measurements. Loosen off the front swiveling things for the tank. Unclip the fuel in and out on this side. This is the actual plate in the tank where the fuel pump lives, behind that plate. And we have one on that side as well. Unplug some things. I tie little bits of string around them so I know where they go, and then we'll take it off. So this video is actually for me to remember. I put a green tie around the connector that goes on the front there, and that one's empty. That will go on there. And around on this side of the tank, we have a green tie on the top fuel. I don't know if that's in or out. And the bottom one is empty. And a little electrical connector here. I've undone that screw completely and just loosened off these two. These things pop off really easy. There's just like a button on the front that you push, loosens it, and they pop out. Yeah, that's covered in fuel. I've actually sucked all the fuel out of the tank, by the way. There's just like a little fine layer at the bottom. But there we go. Pop these two off. There's a little electrical connector here, that has to be slid that way. It was really easy to do this, I discovered, by just putting the end of an Allen key inside like the release, and then just push, and it just slides off. Man, if there was ever a reason for buying Google Glass, it's now. This would have been a lot easier if I could have just recorded this and done it without keeping stop. So to pull it in without keeping stop. Oh, no, they're messy. Don't be messy. Ah, metric side, American side. Metric side, American side. Never confused. Lifts up easy. And there's one more little tube on here, which I shall just pop off. And then I think I'm going to take the whole thing out onto the little mat down there and take this fuel pump off. I'm not going to video until I've got it out. There you go. Take that. I am going to video. So I've just taken it off. I found out there's another connector, which is this electrical connector, which goes to that wire that hangs off the ends. Just to make it easy on you, these are 8mm and they're very, very loose. I don't know if this is the problem. I've got it out though. This is no gunk in the tank. It all looks clean in there, but look, that's a very perished old piece of rubber. So I have a replacement hose, so I'm going to replace that and put it back in, see what happens. Yes, just slightly decayed. So new modern brake hosing. Don't cut a piece then realise it's nothing like the correct length. Idiot. Cut it properly. Ah, that's better. That's better. All my fingers are cut. Oh, this is a real bastard to get on. This replacement hose is just not the right size compared to the original. So I'm trying to force it on. I'm going to try and get it on just to see if I can get the old boy fired up. If I get him fired up, at least I can run some flush through and drain it. Then I'm going to have to go and order a proper replacement hose, because this one just ain't working for me. Anyway, well, it's kind of annoying, but it's back on now. I might even go online and order a whole new fuel pump, because the whole thing was looking a little bit ratty. Definitely the gasket is pretty shot. The rubber on it is really gone hard, so I'm definitely going to need a new fuel gasket anyway, so I'm not really that upset as it's got to come off. So let's whack it back on, put the battery in, and I'm going to try and fire it up. This is the under seat for the cowling, the lights, coolant fluid, the ECU, that's the battery box where it sits. This whole section here is normally where the tank sits. Here's the air box that gives such a fantastic sound from the triple engine. And there's the sticky bits, there's the go twister, there's the stop twister. Everything kind of clicks still, it all feels firm, so I've got pressure in there. Yeah, I think it's pretty standard. I think this carbon fibre front mudguard is aftermarket. I'm not entirely sure on this model. But yeah, I mean, crumbs. Even under here, everything is clean. So the speedo odometer has got 8,000 miles on it. So I've really got no reason not to believe that's true mileage. Looking at the condition, if you look under the dirt. Anyway, fuel tank ready to go back on. Let's see what happens. To start, I think we'll put you in first while we've got lots of room to play with. What's the one important thing that we're going to have? Fire extinguisher before I put it together and try and turn it on. Now that's a serious lack of confidence.